What's going on, y'all? It's Conscious One coming at you. Back with some real talk for you guys. And I hope y'all can handle this. Because I'm back to talk about some real shit, literally. Some real shit. I'm taking y'all to the underground. So I hope y'all can deal with it. I'm just going to tell y'all straight up about. Well, first, let's talk about a little bit about the root chakra, right? Like, you say, most people are assholes. And what does that really mean? Well, it means that most people are operating off their root chakra. They're operating off their animal instinct, their primal instinct, their reptilian side of their brain, their root chakra. They're assholes. They're like animals. They're carnivores. That's part of your root chakra, being a carnivore. That's root chakra stuff. This deep lust for sex. All that type of animal type behavior. It's coming from your root chakra. So most people are assholes. And it's kind of interesting. When I thought about it, I said, yeah, most people are assholes. And then I found out the root chakra is by your asshole. I said, oh, that's why they call most people are assholes. And most people are full of shit. Most people are full of shit. Literally, they are full of shit. Guys, about 10 years ago, about age 30, I've been wondering for the last couple of weeks, why don't I get colds and flus anymore? It's like I forgot. I'm like, the way I deal with knowledge is like I bury these time capsules, right? And then I don't open a time capsule for about 10 years later. I leave myself to wonder about things, but I already answered the question 10, 15 years ago. So it's like I buried a time capsule of knowledge only to open it, discover it 10 and 15 years later, like, oh yeah, that's right. That's why I did that. That's why I did this. Kind of reminds me of this life. I feel like one day I'm going to open up to the realization, oh yeah, that's why I came down here. That's why I decided to go through these struggles. That's why I decided to deal with all these asshole people on this level when I was already a god. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we put ourselves in a video game just to have the experience. I talked to you guys before about the trampoline effect. I believe this life is what I call the trampoline effect. And no, I did not get the trampoline effect from another YouTube channel. This is my own ideology of why we're down here. It's a trampoline effect. You cannot get any higher unless you fall lower. You have to reach new, higher heights of perfection. So what do you do with a trampoline? You get so high, and then the only way you're going to get higher is to do what? Is to go back down and fall low as you possibly can on that trampoline. That's the only way you're going to get higher. So I'm not going to sit here and cry and whine about this reality and whine about the powers that be and what they do. And so I am not a victim. I will keep saying this over and over and over. I'm not a victim. Matter of fact, some days when I'm feeling good, when I ain't full of shit, I'm actually enjoying this experience. Because I know it don't last forever. So we down here a very short time. Enjoy it while it lasts. Because then you're going to reach another higher height perfection that you're going to have to fall lower just to get higher again. So heaven is where you stand. It's not about when I get this money. It's not about when I get over here to this side of the world, when I leave America, when I do this. No, heaven is where you stand. It's all up to you. Slavery is a choice. Not all black people were slaves. That's another thing. That's why they got to come out with a slave movie every 4 or 5 months to remind black people. They try to make us think we're all slaves. We weren't all slaves. That's ridiculous. They want every black person to think that they was a slave. That's a joke. But anyway, getting back to the point, yeah, most people are assholes. Most people are operating from their root chakra. But yeah, about 10 years ago, I had decided I was going to start doing enemas, right? Because of a video I had saw. I think Bobby Himmet mentioned that the Egyptians did enemas. So I said, I looked it up on YouTube. I saw somebody who went to a doctor's office and had got a full enema. And I just said to myself, I could not do that in front of nobody like that. That's just painful and, I just embarrassing. I would never want to do that. Then I saw, I think, a video of people who did enemas every day. And so when I first did it when I got my enema bag, you get the silicone when you get the one that doesn't grow mold on it, which they all eventually grow mold on it. Eventually you have to replace those things every 4 to 6 months. But I ended up tried it for the first time, and I realized I didn't like to put the whole water If you're doing a everyday enema, you don't want to use the whole bag up your butt. You want to put enough water up there just to clean out your large intestine. You'll know what I'm talking about when you do it. Because the thing is, when you go take a shit, you're never fully getting it out. Even when you think you do, you don't. And that's when I realized once I start, doing it little I call them mini enemas, because again, I don't use all the water. I use a little bit. I use about a couple of cups, before I just clean out the large intestine. That's it. I just clean what's sitting up against that wall that's stubborn, that don't want to come out. I like to feel clean. See, that's why some people are in such a bad mood, because they full of shit. That's why they full of shit, because they're full of shit. You see? So I've been doing this for 10 years, and here I am. I'm actually a test subject to come back and tell you guys, after doing this every day for 10 years, this is why I don't get colds or flus. You get all that shit stuck up there, and it just doesn't come out, especially if you eat more than once a day, especially if you eat meat. You're going to have some shit stuck. You're going to have some shit stuck in you. It's inevitable. Okay? And all I'm saying is just you need to get it to the point where you clean out your large intestine every day. I basically got it to the point where I don't have like fecal matter just sitting in my colon. My body is always in a process of breaking down food, not having sludge built up in my colon. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm in such a good mood all the time. That's why like I say, that's why people in a bad mood, because that's why people are full of shit, because they are literally full of shit. It's disgusting. But yeah, when you go to the toilet, if you're not putting water up there, there's always going to be some. I don't care how good you is at. You took a shit, you feel like you got it all out. No, you didn't get it all out. Watch what I'm saying. Get an enema bag, take a shit like you usually do, and then this time, after you take a shit, put some water up there and watch. I bet you some more come out. You're going to be like, what the fuck? It's going to be like you taking a whole nother shit. You see? So after me doing this for 10 years, that's why I haven't got colds or flu in 10 years. Matter of fact, the next time I do get a cold or flu, I'm going to feel like I'm dying, because I've gotten so used to not having a cold or flu. I don't have all this excess bacteria in my body, even though I do eat meat. You see what I'm saying? If you eat meat, I do recommend, I'm telling you, you need to be doing enemas at least every other day if you eat meat. Seriously. But yeah, I'm back as a test subject to tell you guys, man, I haven't got sick in 10 years. Ever since I started doing them, I used to get sick. Again, I used to get colds, flus every other year, every year, especially around my birthday in October. For some reason, I used to always get like cold or flu, like when the seasons change. I don't even get that no more. We know that in season change, your body detoxes like in the fall, winter months. I don't even get that. I don't get that detox symptom no more. You know why? Because I'm steadily detoxing every single day by doing this enema and taking the supplements that I take. So that's all I want to say, y'all. I just want to tell y'all why, most people are full of shit, because they're literally full of shit. Take my advice, get your enema bag, and start taking care of your health. All right? Talk to y'all later. Peace.